Hey everybody, welcome live. I'm Kurt, aka the Vitruvian Gamer, and I decided this week to do my All Aboard episode live again. So let's hear if my noise sound works. I think it does, which is cool. All right, so I enjoyed last time, and I thought, well, I do this again live on the YouTube just to see if I announce it 2 days beforehand that maybe I get some more viewers. If not, well, that's okay. Although we're already at 3 viewers, which is awesome. Hello, James. Welcome. It's great to see you here again. Always nice to see names that I recognize. It's cool. So welcome. Now, this is probably not going to be a very long episode of All Aboard because it wasn't that very eventful of a week this week. So that's for shame. So I don't have that many games to talk about that I played, even less games to talk about that I bought. But hey, well, it's good to be here and it's good to see you here as well. And for those who are not watching live, welcome as well, of course. So let's get started and let's see what I played. Sadly enough, I don't have the best week game-wise because I only played 2 games, and it was last Sunday that we went to some friends of ours. Well, their daughter had her birthday, but I had to work, and I could only come in the evening. Sadly enough, the daughters were already asleep, but we had a present that we did not give them. So we still have the present for her, and we bought Coconuts. It's a #1 kids game on Board Game Geek, so we decided to buy that. It's one where you flip coconuts with monkeys in cups of the other player and stuff like that. I have to play it myself. I'm looking forward to it, actually, honestly. All right, but what did we play that evening? Well, we played a game of Fabled Fruit. It was our second game, second time that we play this. So the cards are evolving. We are getting different cards, so the game is changing. Very fun. It's a cool idea. Now, honestly, to call this a type of game, a Fabled game, it might be a start of something in that direction, but it's very simple. But it's cool. It's nice that you are playing a different game each time. So we enjoyed that. Our friend Avi won the second time in a row, so she is the master of Fabled Fruit, apparently. But next time we'll get her. We'll beat her. But it's a very cool game. It's not hard. So also because it evolves, so it starts with very easy cards, and then cards change, and you have to find different ways to score those points to make fruit juices. Pretty cool. And then, well, I haven't shown this game already a few times already, but we played it again. We played again. Now, so far, it was my 4th game of Clank that I played, and so far every game has been different. So that's cool. So this time we're collecting Clank. So Clank is tokens, cubes of your color that you have to place on the board. When you make noise, certain cards that you play make noise, clank. And, well, when the dragon attacks, all the clank goes in the bag, all those cubes go in the bag, and you pull a certain number of clank. And, well, if you draw your color, well, you get a wound. Now, we had a whole pile of clank lying, but we did not get attacked by the dragon, so that was very exciting in the end. We got attacked quite a bit, but we survived barely. Some of us got knocked out, but they were still already above ground, so they got rescued. But in the end, I was lucky. I did not get that many wounds, and I won the game. Pretty cool. Hi, Ryan. Good to see you. I hope you are enjoying your copy of Ties of Madness in the United States. I was happy that you received it, to receive your email or your message that you received the game, and I hope you are liking the game. I know I do. It's a really fun game, in my opinion, so I hope you think the same about the game. Now, that's all the games that I played this week. Yeah, I could cry. I was honestly hoping that I could play a game tonight. I have been reading the rules of the Colonists. I borrowed a copy of my game club, of the colonist. I read through the rulebook, and actually it's a long game apparently, especially if you play much eras. You can choose how much eras you want to play, but it doesn't look that hard to play. I thought the rules were pretty straightforward, so I hope to play that game before the end of the year, because I'm trying to play some more games before the end of the year, because that's when I tend to make my top so much games of all time list. So that's something you can look forward to. So I'm hoping to play some games that I haven't played yet, and there are quite a few. They also have Adrenaline that I really want to try out to see if it's worth top 50 or top 100 place. Well, and there are more games that I really want to try out very much. Probably some in my collection still from Essen and stuff like that. All right, so what can I talk about today? There is not that much that I have to talk about, honestly. I did buy 2 games, but I don't have them here yet. One I bought secondhand online, and it was a copy of Terrible Ancient Things, or Ancient Terrible Things. Yeah, Colonists in the Christmas Vacation. Yeah, I don't have a vacation, honestly. I have to work, Michelle. Welcome, by the way. But maybe we can play it at the club. But I wanted to try it out first at home to see how the game flows. Anyway, I bought this. So I bought a copy of Ancient Terrible Things together with the expansion. It is a dice rolling game, a little bit with the Yahtzee style, which was on my wish list for quite a while. And okay, now I can see you in the subscribers list normally, Ryan. Great, it's good. That's very cool that I finally can see that you are here. Well, so Terrible Ancient Things, or Ancient Terrible Things, a dice rolling game in the world of Cthulhu. Of course, it's in the Lovecraft world, and well, you are fighting terrible things, rolling dice, and it looks cool. It can be played solo, if I'm not mistaken, so maybe a playthrough can happen here on this channel. Later about playthroughs, by the way. What else did I buy? Well, something that will come next year, because I bought something on Kickstarter. I bought myself a copy of Shadowscape by NSKN Games. I know the people there. They are, well, I cannot say that they are good friends of mine. I know them because I met them on vacation. They're really nice people, and well, the game looks cool. Also a game that you can play solo, that you can play with multiple players. An adventure game where you go into this dungeon and, well, stuff happens. If you go into the dungeon, things tend to happen. I start to think why people go into a dungeon, because it's always misery. You have to fight, look for stuff, potions, heal. It's lots of work. Stay out of dungeons, people. That's my advice of today. Stay out of dungeons. But I will go into a dungeon soon with Shadowscape, and I'll probably do this on the channel, because I bought it especially because it's a good fit for this channel. Right, that's all the money I spent this week. That's enough for me. There is a game on its way as well. I got an email. I forgot the name of the company who made Mechs vs. Minions, but I got an email that it would arrive pretty soon, I think before Christmas still, so that's a cool thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to do an unboxing of that, because there are already many unboxings online of that, and that's actually also the topic that I wanted to talk about today, and that's being original. I already entered that in the title, and what I mean is I had 2 recent things happening. I had ideas for this channel. I wanted to do some stuff here, and twice I got, well, my thunder got stolen by other channels. First of all, I want to do a playthrough of, let me see, of the Arkham Horror LCG. I really want to do a playthrough for you guys and girls, of course. And it's a cool game, and it would be perfect for this channel. But, well, the day that I wanted to start filming this, 2 other channels that I really respect started their own playthrough, their solo playthrough of this game. and I thought this might not be interesting for my subscribers anymore at this moment in time. So that's one thing. And then I'm thinking about doing some more top 10s or top 5s, and I have some ideas here in my cell phone, in my mobile, which got smashed, by the way. Oh my god. Let me tell you a story about the smashed phone. You cannot see it apparently because it's, maybe if I do this like this, no, you don't see it. It's all cracked up, but there you see the corner here, for example, it's all cracked up. So I fell, and the way I fell was kind of special. So I was walking to the train station, going home from work, and this, oh my god, this blind guy with a cane, with a white stick, he was coming in my direction. And well, I wanted to pass him. I went to his right, to my right, and suddenly he started clicking with his stick way farther than he was doing before. So I stumbled over his cane and I fell to the ground. It was like this. I fell straight like this. I had my phone in my hand. It dropped on the floor. It flew out of his case, and my phone got cracked. That was sad. My leg is also a little bit damaged, but that will heal. My phone will not heal, sadly enough. I could not, of course, not be angry at the guy. He was blind. He didn't see it coming. Oh, maybe it's too early for those jokes, but he didn't see it coming, actually. So I could not be angry. It's an accident, but it kind of sucks. Anyway, so I got my Thunderstone for the Arkham LCG, but also about one top 10 list or top 5 list I want to do. The one I wanted to do was my first 5 or 10 modern board games that I bought when entering this hobby. And I just wanted to talk about them and to check if they are still, well, how they stand now in my collection. How do I think about them? What do I think about them? Do I still like them? Do I still have them? Maybe I sold them or traded them away. And then suddenly, I think 2 days ago or something like that, Rado, and he's a big one, he's a big YouTuber, Rado did actually the same thing. So it's so hard to get original ideas. I know top 10 lists are not original. Playthroughs are not original. It's a playthrough. But still, I'm always thinking, how can I make this a little bit original? Well, I still have to do this top 10 list, or should I wait until the hype of Rado flows away? And also for the playthrough of Arkham, should I wait until people forgot a little bit about those playthroughs and then do it myself? So I just wanted to know what you guys think. Do you think it's interesting still to, yeah. That's also a good comment, Ryan. So my top 10 will be unique to me, and maybe that's a little bit less difficult with the top 10 because it's really personal, of course, a top 10 list. But it will be harder, of course, with a playthrough, because will people still want to see it because they already saw it? They already saw a playthrough. My game will flow differently. Maybe my results will be differently when I do my checks and stuff like that. But still, it's the same game. So I'm wondering if you guys and girls would think it's still be interesting for me to do a playthrough of Arkham that soon, or should I wait a little bit? Now, at this moment, we are playing, of course, the interactive playthrough of Robinson Crusoe, of which I also want to talk a little bit, because first of all, views are pretty cool. So there are quite some views, and I really appreciate that. So that's something that's going pretty strong. But the suggestions are not that much. There are not that many suggestions. English suggestions for which actions to do. So please join us. There are some suggestions already, but please join us, watch the videos. If you don't know the rules, go check out Rodney Smith's channel, Watch It Played. There you can see how the game completely works. And well, give me your ideas. At this moment, we are in round 3. And well, things are hard because we just failed to well, we failed to build the rope, so we really need to get that rope now. But you decide. But we need a rope. That's something that's really needs to happen. But you decide whether if we do it with, again, a dice roll, or if we don't take any chances this time and do it with 2. Is saying, I'm not that interested in the game in general. I would probably watch a playthrough, but I'm not excited for it. Okay, yeah, that's something else, of course. I cannot please everyone at the same moment. But James, really? And I mean this seriously, go check out my Board Game Geek account. I'm the Truvian Gamer there, so not VI, but VE Truvian Gamer. It's an older account, and I cannot change the name on Board Game Geek. And check out my collection. And if there is a game that you really, really, really want to see playthrough on my channel, let me know. Put it in the comments here below, or send it to my email address. It's VetruvianGamer, also with VE, by the way, at gmail.com. And if people ask me for certain games, I would more likely do this on the channel, because I am here to give you entertainment, to please you, and to, well, it's fun for me. If I know people appreciate it, or having a good time, or think this is interesting, for me it's more fun. Anyway, if I'm doing a playthrough and nobody likes it, or nobody is interested in the game, why would I even bother doing this and spending all the time here? Let's see, Michel van der Weide. Hi, Michel. Welcome. Great to see you here. Michel, if I'm not mistaken, you're the Raceline. You're Raceline. By the way, Raceline, first tell me if I'm right. You're Raceline, right? I'm so bad with names, and I tend to mix names. And then, so Michelle, first let me know if you're Raceline or not, and then I'm going to talk about Raceline, if still needed. Let's see. But you said Rado is fun, but he talks so fast sometimes. Oh boy, it just goes way too fast. Well, actually, I was a big fan of Rado at the beginning of when I got into this hobby. Videos, and the first time I saw him at Essen Spiel, I was a little bit starstruck. I didn't have the guts to say hi and stuff like that. But lately, I don't watch many of his playthroughs as well. I mostly watch a part of it to still see how the game works. But for me, also, he is a little bit too energetic. All right, so, and I am right about Raceline. I was pretty sure because of the icon next to your name, the avatar. But so Raceline, I know Raceline. I'm not personally, of course, but Raceline is one of my favorite fantasy characters, by the way. So I think you also got the name from the Dragonlance novels. Now, I didn't read all of them, so I'm not an expert on that case. But I really, really like Dragonlance. I'm a big, huge fan of Tasselhoff Burfoot, and I even played some. I played the Kender once in a role-playing game, which I really like to do, but it was a pain for the game master. But the other thing, I also had a character once that was very much like Raceline, a frail wizard who wanted to have power and wanted to have the flow of magic through his veins. I really like those characters in that series, and those are my favorite novels, fantasy novels. The trilogy, man, awesome. Let's see. Ryan Poe, personally, I'm still on the fence about Arkham, so I would watch. Yeah, it's a good game if you like something that goes faster and a little bit smoother than Arkham Horror or Eldritch Horror. It's a good alternative, and I only played it once so far, but I really liked it, and I hope to play it lots more. I'm planning to buy the expansions that will be there. Not sure if I'm going to deck build a lot, because that takes some time, but I hope you can still use all the expansions without doing too much deck building. James, I'm really enjoying the Robinson Crusoe playthrough. That was probably the top game I wanted to see at the moment. Well, that's good to hear. That's great that people are happy about that. Well, I'm not going to spoil where it will end in my top 50 or 100 this year, but you already know it has been my #1 for 2 years in a row. So will it be still #1 this year? Just wait and see. But I'm happy to do this now with a new edition, and to to get you guys and girls to join me playing this game. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Ryan Pope, I like that you did a different scenario in Crusoe than most. Makes it very interesting. Yeah, that's something. I was on the fence. I thought maybe I should do one of the basic ones. But then that's what I meant. I wanted to be a little bit original. So I thought I have this poachers scenario here with me. I can also play it in Polish, but I would not understand anything about it. But I thought, yeah, let's do something a little bit original there. That's something else. Exactly 2 hours before I posted my first episode of this playthrough, Rodney Smith of What She Played and his friend Pep, they started their playthrough videos of Robinson Crusoe. I was going nuts here, but I thought, yeah, well, what the hell? I have my loyal followers, and I hoped that you will be watching and joining us, and well, you are. So that's pretty cool. Michelle or Raislin, right again. Dragonlance is the best. Raislin is the best book character ever. Great that you are a fan. Yeah, I'm a real fan. So I had those novels in the past, and I borrowed the trilogy to someone, never got them back, and I forgot who I borrowed them to. Then I bought the one with the 3 books in one. I read them again a few times, gave it to someone to read it, and forgot who I gave it to, and never got it back again. And now it's on my Christmas wish list again. So I hope to have the books again. Oh man, I should not give away. I should write things down or take pictures with the person who is borrowing my stuff. It happened with Blood Bowl. It happened with Hero Quest. It happened with the trilogy twice. Oh man, I'm way too good sometimes. No, I'm not. But P.S. I agree with Ryan. I've bought it, but currently a bit on the fence as well. Well, if you bought it, go ahead and play it, or wait until I do a playthrough. If you are doubting to read the rules or something, I will try to make a clear video about the game. Now, I'm not going to explain the rules. I explain the rules while playing, of course. And I'm thinking maybe I'm going to think about it. So it's not a promise, but maybe we can do also an interactive playthrough of Arkham. I would be playing a character and you will be playing a character, my viewers, and that would be interesting. Maybe. I'm going to think about how possible that is, how good that might work. Rodney's playthrough has not gone so well, but I have not seen it yet. So I've had a busy week, so that's also why I haven't played that many games, and I have not seen how it works. But that's the way. That's the way this game works. It never goes so well. It's so hard to win. It always starts pretty well. You're like, we can handle this. Things are going fine. We have some food. Great. Oh, we build a shelter. We are safe from the cold during the night. And then it starts. You fail to build a rope, the rope that you need to, well, in this case with the poacher scenario, the rope that we need to build cages to put the animals in that we are saving from the poachers. So that's the first thing that goes wrong. And probably the start of many things that will go wrong. Friday already took quite some beatings, and we have to watch out for him not to die, because if we lose Friday, we lose a worker. And, well, hello, Ignaticas. I hope I pronounce Ignaticas right. I'm doubting about the C. And also, Ignaticas, where are you from? Really curious where that name is from. Sorry for the small spoiler. It's okay. There are worse spoilers in the world, I think. So, for example, I think the movie Star Wars Rogue One is released today. It's premiering today, well, at least here in Belgium. So I would not like spoilers about that, for example, but or about Legacy, Pandemic Legacy, the last months that we still have to play. But I don't mind knowing that someone loses a game of Robinson Crusoe, but because if they would not have lost, that would be a big spoiler. Let's see. Cool idea. Think people would be interested in that. Have played Arkham card game twice now, but not sure if I like it as much as, say, Eldritch Horror. Well, it's a complete different beast, of course, and it's a logical thing, of course. This small box, and of course, small box, I mean, this is a Fantasy Flight box, and that's one of the top 5s I'm planning to do someday. I'm planning to do my top 5 worst board game inserts. And well, so this is the box here, but this is not the game. The game is only this part of the box. So this small game here, well, it will be a miracle if that game can beat a game like Eldritch Horror, of course. But well, it is pretty cool. It tells cool stories, and it brings excitement. So that's pretty cool, of course. Will it beat Eldritch Horror in my top 50? Probably not. There's a spoiler for you. Ignaticas is from oh my god, Lithuania, and it's his nickname. His real name is Ignas. Well, and I'm a big fan of Ignacy, so that's a cool combination. So it's great to have you here on the channel. But even with another name, you would be very cool to be here. And James is going to see Rogue One in 5 hours. I envy you, James. I envy you. Watch it, but I'm not sure when. The previous Star Wars movie last year in January, so I waited for that one as well. Let's see. Ryan Pope are notoriously garbage, and they did their worst, I think, with the Mansions of Madness 2nd edition expansions. Those are not even boxes; they are just cardboard where they threw the stuff in and stuff like that. I have no idea how I'm going to store all them. I still have to put all things together. I have to use some glue to put everything on the bases. Maybe paint the stuff if I ever get through painting Cry Havoc and Max versus Minions and Blood Bowl. So, but I have no idea how I'm going to store those, and they are bad. And spoiler again, Fantasy Flight I will not pick a game for worst inserts ever. Fantasy Flight will have a complete place in that top 5 for themselves. Ignaticas, yeah, it's funny that my favorite board game is Robinson Crusoe. Well, that is cool. That is awesome. Ignat's favorite board game is Robinson Crusoe by Ignacy. It's fate. It's fate. Let's see. Michel van der Weide, again, Riesling. Agree with Ryan again, starting a trend here. Fantasy Flight is seriously annoying, especially if you sleeve. I don't even try to sleeve all those cards. There are many cards, of course, but then to get it inside those things here, and I was gone for a small second. I hope everything is okay. But getting those things sleeved and get them back in the box would be... I'm not even considering it. Although with the Arkham card game, maybe. Corina! So Corina is online as well, and Corina is one of the 2 that join me in our adventures for Portal Games, where we do demoing and stuff like that, and all kinds of other things in Belgium and the Netherlands. So great to see you, Corina. She is playing D&D now, but we'll watch the video later. I envy you also, Corina. I used to play D&D a long time ago. We did Dragonlance. Fan of Dragonlance in our group, bigger than me. He read all the novels, he knew all the lore, and we did some D&D there. But now, well, we don't see each other that much anymore, and well, life got in the way, and now I don't have any more time to play D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, or any role-playing game. And I'm a little bit sad about that. I would love to do so, but yeah, that's the way life goes. Or as Jim Carrey says in, I forgot the title of the movie, that's how the cookie crumbles. Yes, no, not Yes Man. I think, oh God. Bruce Almighty, I think, not sure. Mansions of Madness would be a cool one for a playthrough. Not sure how it would work with the app though. When I got the game, I did some research on YouTube and I found a way that normally it is possible to record the image from the app. I will not do it live if I do a playthrough of Mansions of Madness, but I might do one in the future, and it should be okay. And then I could do the image of the app as well in a corner of the screen or whatever. So maybe it will come, and maybe it will work. It's going to be exciting, but I hope it works. Ignatikas, I'm new here actually. What's your name and where are you from? Well, as I start all my videos is, hi, I'm Kurt. So I'm Kurt, aka the Vitruvian Gamer, and I'm from Belgium. I live in the northern part of Belgium, north of Antwerp, in a small village that's called Stabroek. There are many fields here, many horses and some cows and stuff like that. So a little bit away from the busy life of the city, but still Belgium is very small, so still quite close to a city. So that's where I'm from, and yeah, I'm here talking to you. So from the small country of Belgium. And it's cool to talk with all people from all around the world. That's so cool. So just imagine how life was 20 years ago. When I remember when I was 16 or 18 years old, when I first got internet with the modem, that you have to call in with the phone line, with the modems. And it's we have evolved. Well, maybe not in every way, but at least in internet and stuff like that, connectivity, we have evolved. Oh man. Well, so I'm going to try to finish this. It has been way longer than I ever anticipated, and that's because of you. Because wow, I have some interactivity here, and that's cool. That's something I dream of. I really hope someday I get enough people here that we can really have a conversation with lots of people in the chat, that we can do a Q&A and stuff like that. It will be so awesome. But of course, before we end this video, let me welcome some people, because we had some new subscribers again, of course, and that's so cool. You keep coming to the channel. I'm not sure, maybe I mentioned a few that already have been mentioned last week, but hey, who cares? We welcome Christopher Diekman, and he also did some comments for the Robinson Crusoe playthrough, which is pretty cool. Thanks for that. We have Very Ghoster, who is apparently Very Ghoster. And we have Garth Ellis, who joined the channel. We have Andy A, with a pretty cool avatar of a Chewbacca, I think, in a costume. Pretty cool. We have Carl's Nira, also pretty cool avatar, by the way. We have Usman Khan. That's a cool name, Usman Khan. Hi, Usman, welcome aboard. We have Bathtub NZ. Oh man, if only I knew all the stories about that, well, started some nicknames. That would really be so cool. We have Nick Holm. Nick Holm, welcome to the channel. We have Danny Lutz. Great to see you, Danny. We have Francois Tardif, or Francois Tardif. And we have Luke Howell Williams, who joined us yesterday, bringing our total to 739 subscribers. That is so awesome, man. Now, a few days ago, my YouTube channel went bananas, and suddenly I had 820 subscribers, and a few hours later, I had 100 and so subscribers. So things were like, what? Sadly, I went back to 728 or something like that. Ryan Pope, it will happen. Well, if you guys stay here and are always here for my live events, the things will happen indeed. And we're still growing, and I'm enjoying it. We don't have to grow that hard. There are some channels that grow way much faster than I do, but have as much fun as I do, and feel so blessed with all my subscribers. I started this thing 2 years ago almost, and I just wanted to do this, and I never thought I would get past 100 subscribers, not even 50. And so this is crazy. And I really, really am blessed with all of you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. All right. So that was the... we need some violence now. All right, Michelle, if you keep on doing the great things you do, it will definitely happen. Well, I will try to do my best. Life is not always that easy to plan, and things get in the way sometimes, but I try to give you as much and as good of content that I can. So to shut things down here, thank you all for watching. So please go check out, if you haven't already, the Robinson Crusoe playthrough. Join me, tell me what to do with our characters, with Karen and Tim, Karen the carpenter and Tim the soldier, with Friday who is wounded, and all the stuff we need to save those animals from the poachers. Let's see, do you have Tuscany Essential? I haven't seen a decent playthrough or unboxing for it yet. Well, I don't have Tuscany Essential. I have Viticulture, the Essential Edition. So I'm not sure. I'm also confused about all the differences between all the versions of Viticulture. And maybe, well, if you like it, I can do a playthrough. If some people ask for it, I might consider it. Probably the next one after Robinson might be, again, an interactive one of Arkham, because I really want to do an Arkham Horror LCG playthrough for you guys. But maybe some... Tuscany, oh, well, Viticulture might happen soon. So please join the playthrough of Robinson Crusoe. If you don't want to give suggestions, give a thumbs up or a heart lately to the people that you think are giving the best suggestions to do. And then join us in the next episode, which will probably be filmed Sunday, because I don't have time before that. And, well, we'll see what happens. Let's hope we can save those animals. I can be found on Twitter. I'm at VitruvianGamer there. I'm not that active at this moment, especially in reading tweets. I'm sometimes tweeting, but I'm trying to be more active on Instagram. And the cool thing about Instagram is that you put something on Instagram, you can also tweet it. So that's pretty cool. But I'm liking Instagram at this moment. I don't know why. And you can also send me an email if you want to ask me something, tell me something. Just send me an email to vitruviangamer@gmail.com. That's Vitruvian with VE, not with VI. Remember that. Ryan says that he likes the Arkham idea. Well, I think I like it as well. So we might do that. I'm going to think about it, how I can make that work, but it shouldn't be too hard, maybe. We'll see. Ignaticas gives me a heart, which is pretty cool. So don't forget to give a thumbs up as well if you want. And for all of you that aren't subscribed yet, push the subscribe button. Join this great community, as you can see in the chat. Or, well, I told you about the chat. If you're not watching live, you cannot probably read the chat later. But all people that are here are just plain awesome and very nice people. And I'm really happy that you are here. And before the violins start playing again, I will say my adieu, my goodbyes. And no, I know, Ignaticas, I know. It's a universal word for something that you like. Symbol for something that you like. I know what you mean. And even if you were, I would not care. So thanks all for watching. So there will be more Robinson Crusoe later. Sunday probably, and well, next week maybe again live, a new episode of All Aboard. If you like this live, let me know as well in the comments. And well, thanks again, and I'll see you all in the future. Bye bye.